chance for heating and no hope for heating. Will you survive here? Can you imagine living in such apartment without windows? Understand that everyone in Kyiv in the 21st century desperately needs a brick. This is the 21st century and this is life in Kyiv in November 2025. Cold, very cold. Please, God of heating, can you hear? Hello everyone, greetings from the capital of freedom. In this video I will show you how we, ordinary residents of Kyiv, live in our city during the war. So what's the news in the capital of freedom? My dear friends, many of our Never Give Up community asked me how I managed to ruin, to destroy, actually the right word is to kill ruthlessly my brand new EcoFlow. It's a very sad story and I was even crying, but I wasn't crying because of that loss. I was crying because I was so angry with myself. Even my kids told me like, Mommy, you can make angry birds fly and you made such a silly technical mistake. So I just left my EcoFlow still plugged into the socket, and at the same very time I switched on my, how to call it, my home power grid, my home network. My electrical terminology leaves much to be desired. Sorry, my dear friends. So I was explained that I created so-called backfeed. The end of the story, but I wanted to tell you the continuation of that story. When I started crying, my kids complained to my mom. Yeah, my mom can solve any situation. So my mom, sorry, as always I'm crying, my mom called me and she said, what is going on? You are crying because of 50 kilos of plastic. At this very time, someone is being killed, someone is being tortured by Russians, someone has lost their apartment, and you are crying because of this EcoFlow. I said, but it was so stupid because of me. It's not that I didn't read that manual, it was because I was very tired, it was late, and just one tiny second of inattention, and then that fatal mistake happened. So again, I used to tell you that ordinary people can't afford buying EcoFlows. So for several days, I was absolutely extraordinary Ukrainian. Now again, as an ordinary Ukrainian, I will share some alternative, yes, I'm still collecting alternative ways of heating, of getting electricity. It seems to me that you loved my story about trying to find a lucky brick. Actually, I have found it, yes. I have found that lucky brick in my village last Sunday. But then I decided not to bring it to Kyiv. Finally, I have found my lucky brick, and this is my alternative way of heating in Kyiv in the 21st century.
bricks, sand. What else? Do you have any ideas? Okay, what is it? Can you hear this magic sound? This is the sound of EcoFlow. I connected directly to my home network and we have light throughout our entire apartment. Yes. What are you doing? Do you have special stickers or reminder signs at home or at work, like switch off all electrical appliances or turn off the lights when you leave? By the way, during the Soviet Union, such reminder signs were very popular and they were used at all in all institutions and enterprises, like don't talk too much because American spies may be listening to you. Okay, seriously, I have a very special sign at home now.
Finally, I have found my lucky brick. I found it in my village, but it was so old that I decided not to traumatize its old psyche and not to move it to Kyiv. So, a few days ago, I went to a building supplies shop and bought 2 fire bricks. Yeah, 2 fire bricks. By the way, the cashier looked in surprise at me when she saw 2 fire bricks. But I can't understand what is surprising. I think every normal blonde needs her own fire brick, and preferably 2 fire bricks. There was another funny story. A friend of mine, you know her, Oksana, called me at that very moment when I was at that hardware store, and she asked me, "What are you doing?" I told her, "I'm buying fire bricks," and she said, "Oh my God." Once again, are you going to build a dugout in your backyard? Am I going? I think it's a great idea. What do you think, my dear friends? The end of the story. So now I have 2 fire bricks, and I think we should conduct an experiment. We should measure the temperature before using my super fire bricks. You remember I have clay pots, so I have all ultra modern technology to keep warm during this terrible winter in Kyiv. That's all. So how does it feel to live in Kyiv during the war? In November 2025.
Sorry, there is a mess. Yes, I'm not only cooking, I'm conducting experiments at my kitchen. My dear friends, let's conduct an experiment. Yes, I will be honest, we have electricity right now and I have an option of turning on my electric heater, but let's see how fire bricks and gas. Yes, we're still lucky, we have gas. Maybe in several weeks we will regard this time as some luxurious time. So let's see how this alternative method of heating will help us. So right now the temperature is, let's see, 14 degrees Celsius. Yes, still we have no central heating, but we were promised to have it several days ago. Maybe it's because of the building I'm living in. It's rather old. Are you ready? Actually, I have to cook, but I'm conducting experiments. I paid 100 hryvnias for each, so it's rather expensive method. 200 hryvnias makes, let me think, $5. Okay, let's do it. Sorry, there is a mess. How to do it? Like this. Господи. Any changes? We are lucky people. We have gas and we are still alive. Dear friends, this is upgraded version of our experiment because I can't leave my kids hungry. My dear friends, the conclusion is as follows. Absolutely everyone should have this marvel of the technological progress at home, especially in the 21st century. Sorry for the mess. My dear friends, you know, my channel is small, it is tiny, and I have always refused to take part in advertising campaigns, but now, look here, now I think brick manufacturers should, oh my god, should pay me $1 million. It's very convenient, it's I can't find words. Everyone should have a fire brick at their apartment. Everyone. So, my dear friends, the experiment is complete and we observe a temperature increase of 5 degrees. It works. Sorry.
So I killed my EcoFlow, but I bought a heater. But you know, my dear friends, a heater is absolutely useless when you have no electricity. But we look at all these windows. This street, Zhelyanskaya street, suffered a lot 2 months ago. Look here. Actually, there are no windows here. So, I forgot. So, how does it feel to live in Kyiv? You can see how it feels to live in Kyiv during the war. Is it easy to live without windows in autumn? Can you imagine living in such apartment without windows? Look here, British Council is also the military object, the military target for Russians. So, what's the news in Kyiv? What's the news in the capital of freedom? My neighbors said that the radiators in the apartment are slightly warm already, but mine are still cold. As the only man in this family, I have to solve this problem. Oh my god. I think there is an air lock in the system. My house is rather old. It was built in 1974. Maybe this is the problem. I don't know. Oh my god. So, my dear friends, it's not easy to be the only man in the family. Cold, very cold. Please, God of heating, can you hear me? I think now all my neighbors come to my apartment. No, only Tosik and Richie.
Guys, can you help me? They think it's a kind of entertainment. Shit. What are you doing, Richie? Richie! No power. No power. That was a bad idea. Oh my god, my dear friends. What should I do? Oh. And I killed my EcoFlow. No EcoFlow, no heating. I'm a loser. I can hear only footsteps of Richie and Tosik and this water. Shit. Okay. So no power, no heating. Oh, let's have some fun, Richie.
So what's the news? We have power outages every day. We have special schedules. As a rule, we have 2 power outages. Still, we have no central heating, although the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, promised us the central heating to be switched on from the 29th of October. I don't know, maybe some people are more lucky compared to my apartment. Actually, everything depends firstly on the district where you live, and secondly on the building. There are some really energy efficient buildings and people have no problems. I live in an old building. It was built in 1974. So still it is cold, it is dark, but we are still alive and the sun is shining, so life is perfect.
Yes, Tosik, we have bought a new heater, but what good is it if there is no electricity? But we are lucky ones, we have a brand new heater. Look at them. My god, please, no. No manuals for me. Oh my god. Look at Tosik. Tosik is a happy one. What is this? Oh my god, we just needed a heater, not a space machine. You see, Tosik is helping me. Richie is helping me as well. Tosik, do you have any ideas about this? Tosik. Psh. I did it from the opposite side. I'm just a stupid blonde. Let's change it. Shit. Even Tosik thinks I'm stupid. My God. Yes, Tosik, I'm a PhD in technical ignorance. Yes, just the opposite side, and it means like this. Look at them. They're helping me. Is it home, Richie? 19 sounds like paradise. 19.
Thank you for watching. Pray for Ukraine. And goodbye. And never, never, never give up.
There can't be no light if darkness don't exist. He never left my side. He showed me the way out of all the storms raging at the sea. He gave me back my life. I owe him everything.